Welcome to The Inner Beacon. I am your host, Marisa. I'm a Canadian girl mama of two, business owner, flight attendant, and a certified self-love coach. You are in the right place if you are ready to lead your life from within, to reconnect with your intuition, trust yourself deeply, and reclaim your power. My goal and intention here is to inspire and empower you. And for fun, I might even add some flight attendant content and travel tips. And I'm so glad you're here. So let's dive into today's episode. So today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter, but I thought it was very important to share this message. And then I've actually released 2 episodes today because they kind of go hand in hand, but it's kind of a bonus. So after this one, you'll hear a conversation. This was actually a live that I did with Brittany. You can find her on Instagram at Soul Light with Brit. She's one of my dearest friends. We go way, way back. Anyways, and we talk about declutter and letting go. We actually filmed this at the end of just before the new year. So just at the end of 2025. It was a live on Instagram, but I think that what we share and what we speak about is of value. So definitely check that out after. But here we are, and let's get into it. All right, so in today's episode, I want to help you reframe shadow work as shadow exploration in a gentle manner. The goal is to help you feel safe, meeting parts of you that you may have been avoiding without shame or force. Let me be clear that nothing about you is actually wrong. Some parts just want to be acknowledged. Now, this may be heavy, but it's actually really human. If you're feeling a little bit tight at the sound of shadow work, then I invite you to adopt the reframe of it being more of a shadow exploration. Let it be exciting even when it gets uncomfortable. It's not about digging yourself into pain, but allowing yourself to feel what's already there and learning to release it so that you're not allowing it to control you from the background. One of the biggest myths we've been taught is that feeling uncomfortable means something has gone wrong. But from a nervous system perspective, discomfort is often just stored emotions asking to be moved. So when we suppress feelings, sadness, anger, grief, disappointment, the body doesn't forget. It holds on to them and they show up later as an emotional, like a trigger, anxiety, burnout, numbness, or that feeling of just feeling stuck in your life. However, what we resist persists. What we allow transforms. So it's important to connect with the feelings, move through them, give them a voice. And once you've done those things, release them. Don't live there. Shadow exploration is hard, and that's exactly why most of us avoid it. Not because we're weak, but because avoidance once kept us safe. Many of us learned early on that feeling too much wasn't welcomed. Expressing emotions caused conflict, or being easy meant being loved, right? So the saying, big girls don't cry, or my personal least favorite, boys don't cry, and we adapted. From that, we learned to push things down. We learned to move on quickly and quote unquote stay strong. And that worked until it didn't. Right? But here's the part I really want you to hear. When you allow yourself to feel, like truly feel, yes, sometimes sadness comes up, grief might come up, anger, tears. That doesn't mean that you're going backwards. It means your body is finally feeling safe enough to let it be released. Emotions is energy in motion. So listen to them and explore them when they come up. Ask and ponder why it's showing up the way it is. When you feel a sense of or something that's triggering you come up, ask about it. Where did this come from? When you allow the emotions to move through and be heard, then it doesn't stay stuck there and you don't give it permission to control you anymore. That in itself is a form of you taking your power back. And trust me, on the other side of that, once you get through the hurdles, there's release, there's relief, lightness, and a sense of pride for doing the work. Like from a nervous system standpoint, allowing emotions actually regulate the body. Studies actually show that naming and feeling the emotions reduces stress hormones and it helps the brain return to safety. This is why we tend to often feel lighter after crying because release creates space, avoidance tightens the system, while awareness softens it. This is actually why in my one-on-one, the second phase after the awareness phase is the release phase, where awareness helps you see who you are at your most authentic, and then release is what frees you. Letting go is the bread and butter to happiness. I talk about it in my Superhero Within as well, because you don't step into your power by holding on to more. You step into your power by releasing what was never meant to be carried forever. That's the big part of my job as a coach, is really to sit with you, guide you. I prefer guide, to guide you and to find what that means for you. I hold space for you, but the work is up to you to do. You have literally all the power within you to change your circumstances. And you have the magic within you to heal your life. But that starts at the other side of the hard too. You have to be willing to start living on the other side of the stories and excuses that you allow to control your life. So let me ask you, for today's prompt, if you will, ask or journal for yourself, what stories are you allowing to rule your life right now? What stories are keeping you stuck? Be honest with yourself and work through that. Let yourself cry without fixing. Give your emotions a voice. When you notice a trigger, instead of taking it out on your loved one, ask, where is it coming from? What is it showing you? It's not about forcing healing. It's about bringing on awareness and creating safety. I guess that's where the saying, let down your guard, comes from. I promise you, on the other side of this work is something beautiful. There's more peace, self-trust, more wholeness, more you. The parts that you've avoided aren't trying to hurt you. They're trying to be acknowledged, just like I said at the beginning. Shadow exploration isn't about becoming someone new. It's about reclaiming all of yourself. And every time that you choose to stay present instead of numbing, you strengthen your inner beacon, your light. You are not broken for feeling deeply. You are human, and you are safe to feel, really feel. Give yourself grace in the process. This work is ongoing. I still do my own work. I still have shadow work to do every single day. I truly believe that in the school of life, if you're not growing consistently, learning, growing, evolving, or at least on a path to, continue to be a better version of you, then you're dying. You're letting yourself die. So I want you to give yourself grace. So if I may invite you to sit down with yourself, place your hands on your heart, and if it is safe to do so, you can close your eyes, connect with your heart, take a deep breath, allow yourself to connect with your breath, in and out. Just connect with your breath, your body. And when you are ready, say to yourself out loud, even though shadow work may be uncomfortable, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though shadow work may be uncomfortable, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though shadow work may be uncomfortable, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Take a couple more deep breaths. when you're ready. That's a little great practice to add to your practice. Simple and gentle when you're going through it. Give yourself grace. Before we end this episode, I just want you to truly let your discomfort be information, not to stop. Allow the discomfort to heal you and help you grow. Thank you for spending this time with me here on The Inner Beacon. If you're not already following me, you can find me on Instagram at iammarisa.xo. And if this episode resonates, spread the love like you would Nutella by sharing this podcast and tagging me so that I can personally thank you. And if you are feeling extra loving, leaving a review helps light up another beautiful soul and supports the growth of this space. I am so glad you're here. I'll meet you on the next episode.